You ready? Alright, welcome. This is our second stand up, so we're going to waste 2 hours of your time. That's what pretty much it's going to be.
It's going to be longer than 2 hours, dude, I can tell you that.
Okay, this will be the 3 hours, 4 hours you're going to waste of your life.
I hope it's not 4.
Probably 4, because last time was about that. I'm going to introduce everyone, and my name's Mike. I don't know a lot of people here. I don't know, like one person, I think. That's pretty much it. I do a lot of dumb stuff, I'm not gonna lie. You know, if you know me, I do really dumb stuff. Or like if you dare me do something, like jump off a camper when I'm 3 years old, I will do it and break. Yeah, let me tell you about that story since I'm on. Me, Anthony over here. We was little kids, we were like high, and the camper was pretty big to us. My grandparents had this big giant camper, and had a little ladder on the back end. And we was little kids, and Anthony like, I dare do this, dare do this, dare do this. I'm like, alright, I do it, you know, try to go big and bad, like, I do it, and then Anthony like, hey, dare jump off there. I was like, okay. So I climb up the ladder, well, halfway up the ladder, I jumped, there we go. And he was like, I dare you jump off the top of it. I was like, okay, I guess I gotta do that. So I climb over the top, and I was like, I don't know. Anthony like, pussy! I'm like, oh, he's coming pussy. Okay. So I was like, here we go, and I jumped, and I broke my leg. And when I fell, ow! And here I am all lipping and everything, crying. I was on the floor, and Anthony looked at me, and he was like, I dare do it again. And that was it. I was like, I just broke my leg, and he wanted me to do it. But on that note, everyone give it up for the limp dick, fat ass Anthony Newsome.
Yes! Woo!
He's never going to explain that story, which is the fun part. And neither am I. So, the reason that everybody's here, as Mike said, we've done this twice. He's wrong. We've done this 3 times.
Sorry, 3 times.
This will be the 3rd time. He wasn't there for the first time, so that's fine.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It wasn't that big. It was literally me, Bobby, and Austin, and Hickson. That was it. So, this is our 3rd time our bass crowd yet, and I'm excited about it. We're videotaping it for 1, so I can offend everybody on the internet. And 2, because Hickson has been to all 3 of them. Well, he would have been if he would have been here, but he's in Kazakhstan fighting the good war. I say the good war because they had no oil. And so we're videotaping it so that he can watch it and laugh. And so there is one joke specifically for him. It's a pun. I'll let you know now. It's a horrible pun. None of you will laugh, but he will. So that's always good. My goal is tonight, if I leave one of you offended in some way, shape, or form, then I'm good. If none of you are offended by the end of the night, I'll feel like a failure. I would like to open with a joke that I stole. That's how I would like to open my whole segment. So I figured, fuck it, I'm going to admit it. You probably don't know it, you probably haven't heard it because it's from Red Skelton. Very old comedian, very funny. I've never seen him, go online, check it out. I think he's dead now. But it works still today. I will change it just a little bit, just modify it, modernize it. These 2 old Texans are sitting around talking. And one Texan looks at the other, he says, with all this gay marriage and everything going on, and all this new age shit going on, he goes, you know, all the religions and everything, he goes, how do you feel about Buddha? And the second Texan, he's like, well, you know, Buddha's alright, I guess, you know, I don't really care. He's like, so, you know, you like Buddha? And he's like, well, you know, I like margarine just the same.
That's the one Hickson will die over.
No, I said pun. That was not a very big pun. I'm talking. You'll find out. Calm down. But I would like to take this time to tell you about somebody. Now that we spoke on that. Hey! That motherfucker pulling up to my
Taking
house.
care.
Better be Matt. I'll take this time to dance while he's coming. First time I've danced while someone was coming. You know what? I'll just skip that part and come back to it and get this little gay shit out of the way. I say gay shit because I had a thought the other day. Is it gay of me to say and to have the actual thought, man, I miss taking a bubble bath and reading a good book? Because I actually thought it the other day. And was like, wow, it was really, really gay for me. And I really like the phrase no homo, as I'm sure many of you heard. I really don't like it when people take it too far. There's a lot of shit you can get away from, like, hey, that guy's kind of attractive, you know, no homo. Things like, man, I'd ride that for a quarter. Those you can't go no homo and be cool with. So I just wanted to state that because that's one thing that kind of weirds me out. Is you at some point you got to worry about the guy. Like, are you sure? So, anyway, as I was saying, I would like to tell you about somebody that I know very well, and I'd like to see if you can figure it out from his description. He's a Middle Eastern who went into a foreign land to preach on his beliefs and knew that at the end of it all, he was going to die because of his beliefs.
Hickson.
No. A lot of you thinking suicide bomber, I'm actually talking about Jesus. I just want to point out the fact that Jesus and the suicide bomber have identical descriptions. Middle Easterner, going to a foreign land, preaching about his stuff, and dies in the end, and you knew he was going to do it. That's great. I was like, I thought about that the other day, and I was like, wow, he's a suicide bomber. He's like, gotcha. But for some reason, we idolize Jesus. Now, I'm a religious man myself. I believe in God. The whole Jesus thing might have happened. I don't know. Actually, one of my big things, my big beliefs, I guess, came from an atheist. He told me, if you don't know for sure about something, why put your foot down on it and say that it was true? Just say, yep, I believe it, if you're not sure about it. I was like, that's a fucking great way to look at things. So Jesus, I don't know, he might have been there, he might not, who am I to say? If you believe in him, that's cool. With me, people say, I think, take it way too far.
Nope.
I'll punch you. Like,
nope.
My parents are very big Christians, very big Bible-thumping Christians. And so, I get a lot of church music, I hear a lot of that shit. And I'm like, some of it is taking it too far, and it's not, I don't think, a church song, I think it's a country song of, Jesus, take the wheel. I heard that song, and I'm in disbelief. I'm like, was this done by Weird Al? Is this a spoof? What's going on? Because anyone who is that deep into religion, who is driving, and sees a car coming at them and goes, alright, you know that. That right there is, survival of the fittest. The kid who swallows the marble should choke. You're going to do that, go ahead. Jesus will take care of you one way or the other. So, a bit with Jesus and God and all that. I, not recently, but about a year ago, got married, coming up on our anniversary very soon.
Woo!
I wouldn't applaud it.
Notice I wasn't either.
And we got married at Midwest Haunters Convention, which is a haunted house convention. As Mike would describe it to people who are in the hotel and asking about it. Well, it's a convention for people who do haunted houses and haunted house actors. See, we get together and we haunt, in the haunted house, and where we act scary into scary. And so this is a convention for us in the Midwest region to get together and haunt. That's not an exaggeration. That's just about a quote. So,
He got stuck in the elevator.
Yeah. Then he got stuck in the elevator, but that's a whole other story for another day. Mike is special. Totally lost track of thought. So MHC, which is the abbreviations for it, for those who Midwest Haunters Convention. For those of you who can't follow. So we got married there, and we had, it was supposed to be just a Psychopathic Records themed marriage and wedding, and it turned out to be just a